Welcome back to the deep dive. So our mission, as always, is pretty straightforward. Take a bunch of sources, find the really fascinating bits, and basically give you the knowledge shortcut. Today, we are diving deep into, well, a pretty spectacular collision of worlds. Think high-octane pro sports meeting, like global music superstardom.
Right.
We're talking Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. And specifically, one really high-energy moment after a game, a celebration.
That's exactly it. Yeah, we're looking at parts of an article called Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, Touchdown Celebration. And what's so interesting is trying to figure out everything that was going on in that single moment.
Both what you see and what might have been said.
Precisely. It's kind of a masterclass, in celebrity power blending with top-tier sports performance.
Okay, let's unpack this right away then. The scene itself, it sounds electric. We're talking Gillette Stadium, home of the Patriots.
Yep, right after a big win for them.
And the sources, they really emphasize this image of them together on the field, just beaming. The description used is clearly glowing and having a great time.
Yeah.
This isn't just like a quick photo op.
Yeah.
It feels very visible, very deliberate.
Oh, absolutely. And we really need to pin down who we're talking about, professionally speaking, because that context is just crucial.
Yes.
We've got Stefon Diggs. He's in his Patriots jersey, so he's clearly just played. An elite NFL wide receiver, really at the top of his game.
Okay.
And then Cardi B, a music superstar, global icon level. Every move she makes is news.
Yeah.
So both of them operate in these spheres where, performance and public image are just everything.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting, right?
Yep.
This is why the moment blew up, why it went beyond just sports pages. What the cameras caught and what the source immediately flagged was that Cardi B is visibly pregnant.
Yeah, that's the key piece of news.
And that single visual,
Yeah.
boom, it takes this sports victory party and turns it into this huge public announcement.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, and it's with Stefon Diggs' baby.
That detail is absolutely the foundation here. Everything else kind of builds on that. And the timing, feels very intentional, very strategic.
How so?
Well, think about the setting they chose.
Right.
The buzz, the adrenaline of a successful NFL game right there on the field. It's like they're layering the announcement with professional success. They weren't just sharing baby news. They were weaving family news right into their professional brands, their narrative.
It makes you wonder about the pressure involved, doesn't it?
Oh, fool us.
Because the atmosphere is already charged, the Patriots won, Diggs likely had a good game contributing to that win. The sources keep hitting this celebratory mood.
Right.
So you're watching this like double victory lap. A professional win on the field, but also this incredibly personal, future-looking family celebration happening at the exact same time.
It's the ultimate 2-for-1.
Yeah.
And this actually leads us to a really specific detail from the sources, something that anchors the whole thing back to the sports context, even with all the personal excitement swirling around.
Okay, what's that?
The source specifically points out that Cardi B was talking really enthusiastically about a TD party.
The TD party, as in touchdown party.
Exactly, a touchdown party. So this isn't just generic cheering like, yay, we won. It's specific. It's branding the victory. Immediately tying the personal joy, the baby news glow directly to the team's success, and probably Biggs' role in it.
Let's pause on that phrase for a sec. TD party. That says a lot, doesn't it? About how their worlds blend. Why focus on that term?
Well, it suggests maybe a conscious effort to package this moment, make it memorable, distinct, something the media and fans can grab onto immediately. A catchy label.
So it elevates the win beyond just the scoreboard, makes it a social media moment.
Exactly.
And it connects Diggs' on-field performance straight into Cardi B's world, that celebrity culture which just thrives on those shareable, catchy phrases.
Precisely. The TD party phrase is like the glue holding these two worlds together in that snapshot. It shows that even in what seems like an intimate, happy moment, they're aware. The cameras are there. The narrative needs managing.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes, really, about the kind of constant awareness you need when you're living life at that level of fame.
Okay, so this brings us to the big question, the one this deep dive really needs to tackle. You've got this elite athlete, this global music star, standing on a football field, celebrating a win, celebrating a pregnancy. What on earth are they actually talking about in that moment?
Right.
And our source material, thankfully, offers some ideas, 3 really interesting speculative themes about what that conversation might have looked like. It helps us kind of structure the possibilities.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is how these suggestions really cover the whole spectrum of their lives, where they collide.
Okay, so where do we start?
Let's start with the immediate context. The high-energy environment, the game that just ended. So the professional sports angle for Diggs.
Right.
The source suggests they could be talking about the next big play. Well, Diggs literally just finished a high-stakes game. Maybe they're joking about some amazing catch he made or, a key block, something spectacular that just happened.
Or maybe looking ahead.
Exactly. Or perhaps they're already plotting something for the next game. You know how elite players sometimes plan these unique, camera-ready touchdown celebrations?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Imagine them in that moment of post-victory euphoria, maybe kicking around ideas for a special, maybe even baby-themed celebration for his next TD. It feels plausible, fueled by that immediate professional high.
Okay, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
That immediate buzz from the game is still there.
Uh-huh.
But then you've got Cardi B's career, which is also at its absolute peak.
Right.
So our source material suggests the second theme, focusing on the next platinum single.
Mm-hmm.
As a music superstar, she doesn't just switch off her creative brain because she's pregnant or standing on the 50-yard line, right?
No, absolutely not. Her world is just as demanding.
So think about the logistics. She's pregnant. That's going to impact things like touring, high-energy performances pretty soon. So the source hints she might be, like, bouncing a new song idea off him right then and there. Maybe a lyric popped into her head, inspired by the whole scene.
Or something more practical, perhaps?
Yeah, or maybe more pragmatic stuff, like discussing the logistics of getting into the recording studio before the baby arrives. Her professional clock is ticking too, in a way, just as demanding as his season.
It's interesting, there's 2 themes, the touchdown planning, the single-release logistics. They're both pure professional strategy, aren't they?
Yeah, future-focused, career-driven.
But then the source throws in a third theme, the sort of intimate domestic reality, suggesting they could be debating baby names and nursery designs. And this is where, maybe the source is projecting a little, but it serves a symbolic purpose.
Okay, I gotta push back a little on that one, though. Seriously. Do we really think they're debating, like, Benjamin Moore, paint chips for the nursery 30 seconds after a huge Patriots win?
Huh, fair enough.
Doesn't that feel a bit, I don't know, like a lazy cliche about celebrity couples? Just filler between the real stuff like touchdowns and platinum records.
Okay, that's a valid point. We're not saying they pulled out fabric swatches right there on the field while the crowd's roaring.
Right.
But the source uses this idea, I think, to illustrate how completely these 2 worlds are blending now. The conversation doesn't need to be a long debate. It could be a quick joke, a fleeting comment. Like, imagine Diggs turning to her and saying, okay, game's done now. What was that name you liked again? Or maybe, did we decide against spaceship wallpaper? Just one line.
Okay. I see what you mean.
That single question, even said jokingly, touches on that whole domestic planning theme. It acknowledges that even smack in the middle of peak professional success, the huge, immediate, personal thing the baby is right there.
It's inescapable.
That makes more sense. It's more about the mental load, the reality crashing in, even during the celebration.
So, okay. We've got the adrenaline from the game, the demands of the music biz, and this unavoidable, massive life change of a baby on the way. So the synthesis, then, is that their conversation is probably this rapid-fire mix of all 3, jumping from, that was a great catch, to, did you hear back from the producer, to maybe, seriously, we are not calling him Bartholomew.
Absolutely. That synthesis is the core insight, really. We link these potential conversation topics, the big play, the next single, the nursery colors, back to the actual confirmed event, the TD party.
Right.
Their talk is likely this rich blend. Future career goals, touchdowns, hit songs, managing their brands mixed right in with the immediate personal stuff about the baby.
Yeah.
It just shows that for people operating at this level, the personal life isn't separate. It's constantly bumping up against and influencing the professional path.
This idea of competing pressures, professional and personal, that feels like a key takeaway. I mean, think about the practical side for Diggs. An announcement like this, timed this way, it probably impacts brand deals, maybe his public image, even off-season plans.
Sure.
And same for Cardi B. The timing of her next album, her recording schedule, when she might return to performing, it's all framed by this personal news now. Their brands, they're now, like, officially linked, co-branded almost, professionally and personally.
It adds this whole other layer of meaning to that celebration on the field, doesn't it? They aren't just celebrating a football win. They're kind of launching a new chapter, a new joint era of their public
It's like a
lives.
statement piece.
Exactly, a statement that says, we can handle the pressure cooker of the NFL playoffs and the demands of a global music career while navigating this huge personal milestone of starting a family.
Okay, that feels like a good place to wrap up this deep dive. So the key takeaways for you listening. We've definitely confirmed the relationship. The really strategically timed pregnancy news dropped on a major sports stage, and that high-energy context Gillette Stadium Patriots win, the TD party, phrase itself.
And the core insight drawn from analyzing those sources is really seeing the incredible scope of what that conversation likely touched on. In just one electric moment on the field, the discussion could pivot instantly from, spectacular touchdowns to potential platinum records, and yes, maybe even a quick, meaningful aside about nursery designs.
Yeah. The source material really paints a picture of a couple at the absolute summit, professionally and personally. So the final thought maybe is this. What does this very public, very celebratory moment tell us, really, about the immense, immediate challenge and excitement of juggling two world-class, incredibly demanding careers? One in the physical arena of the NFL, the other in the creative, global arena of music, while also starting a family. You just have to wonder about the sheer coordination, the emotional energy it takes to manage a potentially career-defining season for him, while simultaneously making these life-altering decisions about family. That dynamic, that ultimate balancing act. Maybe that's the real story unfolding right there on the field. Something to think about.